G'day, Glenn Twiddle here, and welcome to the Ultimate 2020 Real Estate Agent. Now, I want to let you know that over the last couple of years, but certainly recently in the last 6 months, we've had, I had a whole bunch of people come and live with me for a week where we installed a marketing and branding and an appraisal attraction system that virtually eliminates the need for all the things that you've been taught back in any time other than 2020, that calls need to be made and that prospecting needs to be done. And we were forced, because of the sheer demand of agents coming to us, having seen the results of agent after agent after agent dominating their areas on social media, on Facebook, getting results and listings faster than has ever been achieved before in the real estate industry. And so what that's resulted in is an influx of people wanting our personal guidance and our personal help on achieving that. And well, you know what, before I get into what we've done for you, because I can't work one-on-one with everyone. A, it's cost prohibitive for most agents, and B, I don't have enough time. So you wait till you hear what I've put together for you for virtually for no money. But before we do, this is the sort of thing that I've been getting sent from students, in many times unsolicited. Have a look at these guys in a marketplace just like yours, probably a worse market than yours. Take a listen to these girls from Anchor Realty.
I've been in real estate for about 22 years. I've never made as much money in the last financial year that I have in the last 22, this is the biggest year I've ever had. I couldn't recommend it highly enough. It was a lot of money, it was a lot of struggle, it was a lot of time, but you know, the results speak for themselves, they sincerely do, and everyone's talking about us.
And they're continuing to pay off, you know, last year we were in a situation where if we weren't
broke, brother.
If we weren't, you know, harassing people to try and get appraisals, we weren't getting them. That second 6 months, it was like this magic thing happened. All that prospecting that we had done, everything we'd sent out, all these different types of marketing that Glenn had us do, it all worked.
It
Suddenly,
started paying off.
People were calling us for appraisals. So
when we had to hire
we got an assistant, and now
that's
we're
true.
kicking along.
It didn't work in the first 6 months because we were like, we're doing all this shit, man, nothing's happening, and we're fucking tired. Oh, excuse me. But and all of a sudden it just went, whoa, here comes the wave, and it hasn't stopped since.
Because we're still implementing even this year all those things that Glenn told us to do. We haven't stopped.
I prospect every day. I know that sounds ridiculous, but it's not a long prospect journey. It might be a couple of phone calls, a couple of letters, a couple of follow-ups, just consistently.
And I post out a whole stack of marketing materials. I'm always creating new marketing and sending it up, being consistent. We put a stack of investment into Facebook. We do that consistently. And it's paying off. So, you know, if they're telling you guys to get on board,
there's a reason.
We recommend you do it.
We love you guys.
Stick with the journey. Naomi is absolutely amazing as well.
She rocks.
It's a great team these guys have got going.
Glenn's
they really
awesome.
know their stuff. All right. Good luck with Diamond.
Anytime.
See ya. Bye.
You see what I mean? Do you see why I'm so enthusiastic? Because they are by no means an isolated incident. Whether they're agents in Victoria, down on the Mornington Peninsula, or in Chelsea, whether it's South Australia, Perth, Tasmania, all around Queensland and New South Wales, this is working. Whenever someone implements this system, it is working and getting them to dominate their area. So what happened recently? I had about 8 people come and live with me for a week, right? For an entire week. So what I had to do was map out individually 40 or 50 mini marketing systems, all of which generate a certain amount of appraisal opportunities per month. And then depending on how many appraisals you need to meet your goals, you install as many of those little mini marketing systems that you want installed. So certainly for those people that came and lived with me for a week, and then I support them for the next year at the In My House event, they install all of them. Now, of course, they implement them over the course of the year with varying degrees of investment. You know, they might invest more in Facebook lead generation, a little bit less in letterbox drops or newspaper advertising or whatever the case may be. And that's what you decide. But what the point is, and what this means for you, is I modularized my entire system out into, it's about 46 actionable systems, all of which work, all of which are proven, and all of which I'm going to hand you, and I'm going to hand you at this event coming up, I'm going to hand you a roadmap so that you can take that same roadmap that these people paid a fortune for in my one-on-one coaching world and at the In My House event. You're going to get to leave with that map. And I'm going to train you broadly in as many of those things as I can at the event. So certainly take a look at this. And just another one of just so many of the success stories that have implemented this stuff so you can know what you're up for when you get there.
G'day, Adam here from Team Gould. I want to do a big shout out today to Glenn Twiddle and his team. A few months ago, I made the decision to take my business to another level, and can I just say it's been absolutely outstanding now. They've gone above and beyond the team, and behind the scenes they've got a full team as well. Huge shout out to Naomi. Unbelievable, the things that I've learned in such a short time, and the dedication and the hours that they work, all hours of the morning, day and night, is awesome. They're a good fit for our team, and we're certainly doing things that we'd never even thought of. So a huge shout out, and thanks very much, guys. I appreciate it, and looking forward to the future working together. Bye for now.
So again, you can see why I'm so enthusiastic for you. You are going to leave with the plan, with the blueprint that they have implemented that got them the results that you just heard from the horse's mouth. And there's a list a mile long. In fact, at the end of this video, I'm just going to put a whole bunch of case studies. Now, watching those case studies and those success stories in and of themselves will be instructional for you, because each and every one of them will show you a slightly different tweak and a slightly different system that they used to get there, because there's just so many things that a listing and selling real estate agent has to do in 2020. It is way different than when I got into this industry in end of 2000, start of 2001. Back then, it'd be a nice person, make a whole bunch of cold calls every week, and have a half-decent listing presentation. That was it. With those 3 skills alone, or 3 assets alone, we dominated. Absolute number one in the inner city, 4,000, capital city, Brisbane postcode. You need way more than that now in 2020. And that's the reason you are seeing all those people you've just heard from, and the more you're going to hear from right now, everyone else's curve, and you've heard some of the best in the industry, some of the best legends have said, well, we understand that the market across the country has taken a bit of a hit and everyone's number has dipped. Someone must have forgot to tell them about these guys. These guys' numbers, they haven't only maintained their numbers during this supposed dip, they've gone up. In some cases, the curve's been huge. So don't tell me that the market is dead and can't be successful. It's just that the things that historically we as an industry have been taught, they stopped working. And guess what? These new things that have started working, the fact that we're all within arm's length of our phone, the fact that we're generating very real appraisal opportunities, and that's just one of the things we're going to cover off on at the Ultimate 2020 Real Estate Agent, is how to generate appraisals using things like Facebook, using lead generation on Facebook, asking them, hey, if you're ready to sell, let us know. And they answer a quick multiple choice question. Would you pay an average of $17? And that's an average, because again, sometimes it's $5, $6, and $7 for an appraisal, depending on your area, depending on the copy. And I'm going to hand you all of that. Would you pay $17 to get into an appraisal? If the answer is yes, you need to come and spend a day with myself. And I'm going to bring along 1 or 2 of the mentors that taught me these strategies. Depending on your city, you're going to get a variety of the different mentors that taught me. And some of the success stories that you've heard from on this video, I'm going to bring them along to help me to install this Ultimate 2020 Real Estate Agent system into your business. Give us 1 day and your career, your listings will never be the same again. Your ability to convert them at a good, solid, high percentage will never be the same again. Your ability to acquire the right marketing investment from your sellers will never be the same again. All as a result of 1 day putting some new skills and some new systems into your world. Even James Tostman, who I've spent some time with recently, had this to say about whether or not you should do this sort of training.
In this current market, it's important to upskill what you're currently doing in the local marketplace, in your marketplace. Don't hesitate, make the effort, book a ticket.
And it's been an honor to have the great James Tostman with us at our seminars over the last couple of years, helping me to put these sorts of skills into all sorts of careers just like yours, in areas just like yours. So now it's your turn. Give us a day, come along, spend the day with us. The amount of dollars you're being asked to invest will not even cover the hire of the room. The main reason for that is just to make sure that you come along and you hold yourself to that higher standard, that you turn up, that you actually show up. Because I tell you, half the job in real estate here in 2020 is getting the right tools in your business and then just showing up, because so few of your competitors are doing what I'm suggesting. It's your time to shine. Look forward to hearing some of your success stories when I see you. Now, take a listen now while I play you some of the success stories, all of which are living lives that perhaps you could be living if you go and implement the stuff you learn at the Ultimate 2020 Real Estate Agent one-day immersion masterclass. It's a big way to say the tools and the strategies that you need that are working in today's market, that are seeing curves go up like that while everyone else's either go flat or dip. Come along, give us a day. Have a listen to these guys. See you there.
I'm at a training session here for the last 3 days in Melbourne, and overnight he generated some leads for me when he was experimenting with something in Facebook, and now I've got 6 new leads to follow up when I get back to the office tomorrow. So yeah, these guys are just they're just there in your corner. It's great when you, especially if you don't have a franchise or any support, network that you have, then you've got them in your corner, and it's like a part of the family.
Hey Twids, it's Matt. I just wanted to send you this quick video, mate, to say thanks. Thanks for that marketing idea that you gave to me. It was the best idea I reckon I've had in the last 10 years, and it's generating lots of inquiries. So thank you, mate. I really appreciate it. I'm sure lots of people out there are getting the same ideas from you. All the best, mate. Look forward to seeing you sometime really soon. See you, bud.
I just wanted to say an absolutely massive, huge, love-filled thank you for Glenn and Naomi for turning my business around. For the past year, working with these guys has been absolutely phenomenal. It has been life-changing. I have doubled my income. As a result of that, it's given us a lot of financial freedom with my family, planning quite elaborate overseas trips for the family, doing a surprise trip to the States for my husband for his 40th, and doing some amazing stuff while we're there. So these guys, you just have to put your belief in them, and the things they do for your business, and not just for your business but for your personal life as well. It is absolutely amazing. They take you out of your comfort zone and really push all the boundaries, and I've personally pushed through a lot of limiting beliefs to achieve what I've been able to achieve this past year, and I'm extremely grateful to them. So get on board, guys. You won't regret it. It has been an absolutely life-changing year, so thank you very much.
G'day guys, Andrew here from Adelaide. Got to say, I've been with Glenn's program for a year now. Results speak for themselves. If you listen to him and try those outrageous techniques, which is what I did with outrageous marketing videos, within a year I've doubled my business and been on national TV twice and on the radio. You can't buy that. And as a result, I don't even have to sell myself when I'm listing a property. Thank you, get on to Glenn, and most importantly, implement. Take care.
Glenn came into my business and set up all our marketing. So came in for less than a week, set it all up, and the investment that I made in that, I was thinking it was really expensive at the time, but the return I got on that investment was massive. Now, I wish I had met Glenn years earlier. 8 years earlier would have been really freaking good, but I didn't. But now that I've implemented he's implemented really what I wanted to implement, he did it all for me. So I could focus on my business, focus on my team, and just let it grow. It's been freaking awesome. I was stressed about the money, what it was going to cost, but the return has just been a monster.
Hi, I'm Jennifer Castle, and I'd just like to say a few words about my mate Glenn Twiddle. I've known Glenn for 10 years, and in that time he has perfected his marketing and his implementation program. Now, I've done a lot of training over the years with sales and marketing coaches, ones that are well renowned, and what Glenn has done is he has taken the best of the best and he has perfected it for real estate. And that makes a difference. So I'm embarking on a year-long journey with him to implement in the marketing into my business, and I recommend that you seriously consider using him for yours.
Glenn Twiddle has totally changed my world. In under 2 years, I'm gone from being destitute, having no money, a recent separation from my husband, to being now the #1 sales agent in my area. The personal branding stuff, everything that he teaches, I've implemented, and I've gone from absolutely zero to hero in my area. I'm the #1 sales agent. I've got, the phone doesn't stop ringing, no cold calling, no door knocking, none of that. Pure attraction agent.
G'day guys, Josh Hart, One Agency Launceston in Tasmania. Glenn Twiddle has been one of the biggest influences in my career. Pretty much it's like this. With a normal corporate structure, it's very much all about the brand, whilst the consultant is right underneath. So everything is about that big name in glowing lights. In Glenn's influence, what we've done is turned my name to above the brand. The brand is now the supporting role, but it's all about the person who is selling the home, interacting with buyers every single day. Through that, from my vehicle, from my signboards where it says sold by Josh Hart with our brand underneath, from our DL flyers which we consistently drop weekly in our core areas, from our Facebook marketing as well. Everything is all about my name rather than the company. And as you'd see with a lot of the larger franchise groups, it is always about that big name with the consultant in little writing.
When I first came across Glenn and his events and programs, I was a complete novice at marketing myself. In fact, I had 1 listing at that point in time. I'm now carrying 14 listings, and majority of my listings I sell above asking price in record time. And the lessons I have learnt through Glenn's training and implementation have just already reaped rewards for me.
I'm Christy Noble, and I've been working with Glenn and Naomi for nearly a year now, and I'd say that probably the most powerful piece of marketing that we've got is the book. We've had definitely people say that they've read it all the way through from front to back. We've had people that have read snippets of it, but definitely won business because of the book. So yeah, really happy with that.
We've been in the program now for a couple of months, all about how to implement marketing and that into our business. And it's been absolutely fantastic because it's allowed us to get a lot more done in a shorter period of time by having Glenn come to us and sit in our office and shortcut everything and go through live examples with us. So it's allowed us to really fast track a lot of the stuff that we knew we had to do but was struggling with how to do it. But having Glenn here in our office and sitting beside us or sitting beside him and watching him actually do it and learning it has made a massive difference to be able to implement the stuff, because that's the biggest challenge when we go to these trainings. We know what we have to do, we like what we see in the training, but then when you get back to your office, it's actually implementing it that is the big challenge.
So by having Glenn's team to actually do the work for us, it's helped us fast track the systems. It's also given us the step-by-step goals to actually do it. So we don't have to do it. Glenn's given it to us so we can then do it ourselves when we get back to our office.
So when I signed up, so I didn't think it will cover so much stuff. So it's actually exceeded my expectations like so much. So like every time I meet them, so every time they put up a seminar, every time we have a call. So there is like so much information that helps my business. And seriously, you should charge twice as much as you charged me, you know, because it's not only exceeded my expectation. Even at this particular moment, I don't know where the ceiling is, you know, like how much more am I going to get, you know. So it's really, I recommend everyone. Your business will skyrocket. Yeah, thank you.